You're importing goods from overseas and you're not sure what type of business insurance you may need. There's a lot of moving parts in this type of business, and sometimes the lines of what is covered by others and what's not gets blurred. So in this video, I'm going to explain what importers need to be thinking about when it comes to their business insurance. Hi, I'm Gordon Coyle. Welcome to my channel where we talk about the risk and insurance issues on the minds of business owners. And in this video, we're going to focus broadly on the types of insurance importers and distributors need and why. You could be importing durable products, consumables, electronics, textiles, and any number of other types of products from foreign countries all over the world. What are the top 5 coverage issues you need to be thinking about? First on my mind would be marine cargo insurance to cover the goods from the point where you have financial responsibility from them. This could be at the point of the loading dock from your manufacturer or when they're first loaded onto a vessel and about to make their trip to the US, whether that's by ocean cargo or air freight. This coverage then covers your goods while in transit to your warehouse or to their final destination. Typically, this is achieved on an ocean cargo or marine cargo policy endorsed to include what's called warehouse-to-warehouse coverage, meaning it protects property from the time it leaves the point of origin until it lands to its final destination. Second coverage issue aligns with the goods being shipped, and that is protection for those goods when they do land in your warehouse or at your logistics distributor and stay there. This is known as warehouse coverage and can be included as part of the ocean cargo policy or on a separate property policy depending on your circumstances. The limit of insurance you purchase should reflect the maximum replacement value of goods stored at any one time. So it's critically important to adjust your insurance limits when those values of goods increase in your warehouse. When it comes to warehouse insurance, I often get questions like, doesn't my warehouse insure the goods in their possession? Why do I have to have coverage? Why do I need to insure the goods? The answer to this issue is usually found in the warehouse agreement or the contract of warehousing, and typically the warehouse has no responsibility for insuring your goods stored with them. The warehouse often will be insured for certain claims that customers may bring to them for damaged goods, but that coverage is written on what is known as a legal liability policy form. The warehouseman must have had some negligence in causing the claim that damaged the customer's goods. And then the warehouse agreement or contract typically states the amount of coverage to a certain amount per pound, usually something like 50 cents per pound. So do not rely on your warehouse to protect your goods while it's stored with them. And if you're offered supplementary insurance from the warehouse, I don't recommend doing that. It's always better and less expensive to control your own insurance coverages. Third on my list of insurance policies for importers would be product liability insurance, often called products insurance. Products liability is part of the general liability policy and can be difficult for importers to get. And the question I get here is, why is it so difficult and expensive? And the answer is that when you import goods from overseas, you are the de facto manufacturer of that product for insurance purposes, since there is no collectible insurance from the company that did manufacture it. If you distributed products that are solely manufactured in the US and you had a certificate of insurance from those manufacturers, then you'd be classified as a distributor. But since there is no available insurance certificate from a foreign manufacturer, you get classified as a manufacturer, which is going to be more expensive. I know it doesn't seem right, but this is the way it works. But don't worry, we work with the top underwriters and secure the best quotes for our importing clients when it comes to general liability insurance. Fourth on my list would be product recall insurance. And what this coverage does is protect you from the cost to recall a potentially dangerous product from the distribution stream. It often will include the cost of notifying the public, crisis management, physically removing product from store shelves or warehouses, destroying the product over time, and all the other costs associated with a recall. This can be especially important for importers who sell goods on Amazon since they have very stringent recall procedures. Recall insurance is often purchased by importers of consumable goods, electronics, component goods, as well as durable goods. Fifth on my list is corporate travel insurance. This is especially important for companies that send the executives or other company personnel overseas on buying trips, quality control inspections, or to visit with the manufacturers you're buying from. It can include traditional travel accident coverage for death, disability, and dismemberment, as well as lost baggage, travel assistance, and related issues. But more importantly, we'll provide global health coverage. Your company benefit plan usually stops at the border. So what happens when an employee or executive is injured or becomes ill overseas? Who pays those bills? Without corporate travel accident insurance, you're going to pay those bills out of pocket. And if you're traveling to a developing country and need to be airlifted for medical treatment or to be evacuated for political risk issues, then we're talking about some very steep expenses coming out of pocket. Now, on top of these 5 insurance issues for importers, we've got traditional insurance issues that need to be addressed as well. Cyber insurance, workers' comp, crime insurance, business auto, credit insurance, etc. The good news is that we do all of these coverage forms, and we represent the top insurance companies countrywide that love working with importers and distributors. If you're looking for an expert that can craft the right coverage program to fit your needs and not overwhelm you, then we're the first and only call you need to make. No need to be filling out a lot of forms online or engaging in multiple quoting sessions. No need to waste your time. Give me a call or drop me an email, and let's set up a time to chat. My contact info is in the description box below, and I welcome your call. It doesn't matter if you're a startup importer and never bought insurance before, or you have a renewal coming up and you'd like to talk about your options. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. Here are 2 more videos that you can see here or over here that you may find helpful. And do me a favor, hit that like button. Thanks.